So first of all, welcome for Calorie Counting Challenge, and this is a session where I will explain you how to start counting calories, why you're supposed to do it, and a little bit how to know how many calories you're supposed to need, regardless what your goal is. If you want to lose weight, you want to gain muscle mass, you want to keep your weight, just live by living healthier or eating more mindfully. So this is a short 2-day course, 2-session course for how to get started. And today, what I want to start, we start a little bit background. Maybe you know some of these things already. Some of these might be a new things for you, but try to learn something that you would not know anything. So you start from zero and try to think that the biggest problem what we have all those kind of beliefs that what you have heard in some point somebody have said, maybe your relatives, or you have been small and you have heard, or your friend have told that this is truth, and that's our limiting beliefs what we already believe, and then we are not ready to take some new information. So just pretend that you don't know anything, and after that we'll feel free to make your own opinion, and trust me if you believe or what I tell you, or if you have your own opinion, feel free to do it. So first of all, for calorie counting, why it is important and why you should do it. It's a reason why all diets work. Regardless of what your goals are, or if you want to lose weight, it's not some magic pill or some keto or whatever. It's a calorie deficit what you have to have in order you want to lose weight, fat. Weight you can lose also without calorie deficit, but that is not fat. And fat loss is first of all, a little bit background. 1 kilo of fat is around 7,000 calories, and it's you lose it when you are eating or taking in calories less than you are consuming. So that means calorie deficit. And easiest way to do it is with the nutrition and exercising together, but you don't need to do. More important is nutrition, and a little bit how you should count it and why you should do it and why not. I want to tell you a short story about my mom. If she's watching this, greetings to my mom, I love you, but you are just the best example how you can actually, without doing any diet, or you don't feel to being on diet, you can have huge success. My mom is now 60 years old, or a little bit more, 62, 63. It was like a year or 2 years ago when she came to me and said that what she need to do, that she have kind of been her whole life on diet, that what she can do, what she have to eat, because she needs some kind of meal plan. And I said that I don't do any meal plans, for a reason that I don't believe that they are working in the long run, because you have your favorite foods what you love, and we are living in different countries. She's in Finland, I live in Italy, maybe you are in USA or England or wherever around the world. It doesn't matter where you are. You have to eat foods that you love. Otherwise, that diet what you are doing is not sustainable. And that was the case with my mom too. So she started to. Then I said that could you imagine to track calories? Just write it down, everything what you are eating. So then she started to do it. She had kind of first some kind of group with her friends, or some Facebook group, where they were all taking pictures what they were eating and then sending it to that group. So it made already, without counting calories, that was one way that you become a lot more aware what you are eating. So if you are not, you think that you don't have time or you don't want to write down everything, every gram what you are eating, just that's a other way to do it, just to become more aware what you are eating. So if you take pictures and you see what you are eating, everything, and then the better if you write it down how many calories are in and each food, so you become aware all foods you are eating daily, because it's not often like from my online clients what I see, it's not that they have to change whole of their life or eat only salad. It's those small tiny things what you do every day. If you are eating some muffin every morning, or if you are snacking some chips every evening in front of TV, and even you used to think that it's not every day, but it's like 5 times in a week, so it becomes a habit, and you do it often and repeating it. So that's the one thing how you become more aware. And once you see from calorie counting, you will see that how many calories are foods, because eating for weight loss or eating for fat loss, or they are kind of same. But if you think that you eat healthy or you want to lose fat or weight, those are different things. You can eat healthy but not lose weight, but you can't if you want to lose weight and eat healthy. Those are you have to understand that they are different things. For fat loss and weight healthy eating, they are not same. Like avocados are super healthy, you should eat them, or healthy fats like nuts, they are really healthy foods, but unfortunately they have a lot of calories. So if you should eat them a little bit. It's really easy to overestimate and eat them too much, so then in the end you become that you eat way too many calories. So that was what my mom was doing also, that she said that I think that she thinks that her problem is those couple snacks in evening, when the reality was that she was actually eating way too less in lunch, and then she was hungry in evening, and then she was thinking that she don't want to eat anymore late in evening, something like real food, and then she was kind of snacking all the time, and through those snacks she had a lot calories, and it would be a lot smarter to eat the right meal on a lunch and not snacking all the time and some small portions that you think that you don't need. So it's small things what can really make difference, and then when you start to know that why you are doing it, why you are snacking, if you are snacking all the time, and in the end it's not about amounts, like she said also that she's eating too much, but it was not you can eat a lot and still be in calorie deficit. It's not about amounts, but it's to become more aware of what you are eating, and for example, for me also, those are examples that I rather eat high volumes with low calories than somebody else is eating maybe a little bit less, but then some like a high density food where like are high calories with low amounts, or like chocolates or something, or some crackers or something. I rather eat some skyr yogurt with strawberries. I get with same calories. My snack is rather I eat half kilo of food than some 50 gram of taralli or something. So it's all about what you really like. So then let's move forward and how many calories you need for weight loss. So it's you need to be in calorie deficit. Like I said, that 1 kilo of fat is around 7,000 calories. It depends how much weight you have to lose. If you have a lot weight to lose, and a lot means that over 20 kilos, what you have to lose fat. Everything, if you said that 10 kilos, 5 kilos, or whatever, that's not a lot. There, I would recommend to eat a little bit, go with a deficit with not so big, like 10 10 to 20% around of your BMR, like that, how many calories you are needing per day. And there, if you, for example, you need 2000 calories per day, minus 20% would be minus 400 calories per day, and 10% or 15% would be minus 300. And if you have a lot to lose, and your BMR, you need maybe, for example, 3000 calories per day your body needs. So you could start with the 2000, that you would be already minus 1000, that it would be 1 kilo per week, but that is maximum. More than that you are not able to do in a long term, because even you do it for a short term, it's not never sustainable, and then it's not matter how long you will take it, it's matter of time before you're gonna quit. So the thing is that it's that whatever your goal is, if you want to keep your weight, you eat same calories, and if you want to gain weight healthy, I would recommend basically that you maintain your calories, but with that security that you have, because muscles need more to optimal growth, you need a little bit surplus, so maybe 100, 150, 200 calories surplus, and then that's the optimal way to gain your muscle mass in the shortest possible time. So that's whatever your goal is, you can periodize it a little bit. So first of all, how to calculate then your BMR. So there are different ways to calculate it. You can there are lab tests, and it will give probably the best estimate, but it's very costly. So all others are, if you find some online calculator in internet, or use some formula, they are only estimates. You can't know exact amount how many calories your body needs. So, but they are pretty accurate. You get a good starting point. And that's the starting point is that, let's say that you go to there, you could take some online calculator, for example, from my website. If you go to personaltrainerturo.it, and there is a tab online training. Under that you will find my calorie calculator. So from that tab, if you go and you see that how many calories your body needs, it recommends two ways, minus 500 and minus 1000 calories. I would never recommend, like I told, that minus 1000 calories, that 500 is already a lot, and it can be even smaller. It depends how much your BMR is and how many calories you need. But I would never go like maybe 1400 if you are young, really small, but a lot lower than 1400 I would not even try to go if you are tracking accurately. So, but remember, those are only estimates. They are never exact amounts, and it's only starting point. So how to know the exact amount? You never know it, but it's the same thing with the food. You never know if you have accurately logged everything in or tracked calories. So once you start to do it, you need to try for a month, for 30 days at least, and then you, based on results, based on how you feel, if you feel like that, okay, first of all, results, what kind of results you see, it's not, and I don't mean only weight loss, it's or fat loss, it's how the best way, first of all, to measure fat loss is measurements, that you take a picture from yourself, that you see your whole body. And then other way is to body measurements, tape measurements from arm, from chest, from belly button, from hip, widest part from hip, widest part from quads or from your legs. So there are many ways, but just take measurements from your body, so you will have some kind of, course it's really hard to see for yourself. You will never see that how much you have you really lost something, or is this only like, it could be like, especially if you start to work out at the same time, that your scale is not moving a lot, but you feel difference in your body, that maybe you feel it from pants or clothes or something else somebody is telling you, but you yourself, you think that nothing have happened. But when you have tape measurements, pictures, you can always use those as a motivation. And then once you have done 30 days based on results, and also remember that how is your energy if you have hunger feelings, because those are, if you start to feel that you have hunger, it's not 30 days you can take it, but a bit longer you should never starve yourself. So if you feel you have low energy, you have hunger feelings, then you should adjust and little bit add more food, or at least adjust your calories based on that. So it's not that you have to change something, but it's just the starting point. So you see, based on results, you can adjust your calories. And then that's for deficit, like I said, 15-20% I would recommend from your BMR. So when you have your online calculator, or there is some formula, other formula is pretty accurate. If you take your goal body weight, if it's pounds, goal body weight and in pounds, and that multiply that with the 12 or 11, and you get your calories, like how many calories you're supposed to eat. That's actually, it's pretty good way to tell you what kind of calories, how many calories you will need. So that's also one way. Some other calculators, there are free in internet. If you look calorie calculator, you will find many free, and there will be many different kind of results based on estimate how they are counting it. But just it really doesn't matter. Pick one, create kind of deficit what you want. I would say that don't go below 1,400, and if you are not really small, do not go below 1,500, and start from there, and stay for a month in deficit. After that, start to, based on results, sustain it. And then other question often what I get, that how long does it take, because we are in a hurry. Everybody, you see from social media that there are pictures and lost 7 kilos in a month, but don't look at that. Don't compare your journey with anybody, not from your friend, not from social media. It's all about you, and make sure that you can lose weight, especially in the beginning a lot. I have also some clients who have lost 8 kilos in a month, but those, I don't want to push them or make some publicity of those people, because that will not happen to everybody. And then you are, if for example you are losing 2 kilos in a month, and you feel like that, fuck, that's going too slow, when actually 2 kilos is on average, it's really awesome weight loss speed or fat loss speed for a month. So it's if it's a half kilo per every 2 weeks, that's a great progress. And that, do not forget that even you lose only kilo per month. Think about it, it's for in a 12 months it will be 12 kilos. So 12 kilo in a year. How you can ask always that how fast you were gaining weight. I bet that there are not many people who have gained 12 kilos within a year. It's also obviously possible, but don't expect that you are going to lose it within a short time. So it takes a long time, but so it's sustainable, because it's not that it's same that if you try to gain fat, you have to eat that you can gain 7 kilos of weight or fat in a month, and nobody, that will not happen. But then in the opposite, it won't, that is not sustainable. But also with the weight loss, don't try to speed up the process, because it won't be sustainable. And that's shortly about it. And then that just don't speed up. And for fat loss and weight loss, I already told about it, that it's not the same thing. Like a fat loss is what is your body is burning fat, and weight is depending from so many factors that that's why the scale is not the best tool to measure your fat loss. It's important you get data from scale, but that is not the daily values. Regardless what you are eating, even you don't eat anything, there will be days that your scale will fluctuate. It will go up and it will go often down or be lower number what you will see what you shouldn't, but it's only most important how you can use it is to use on averages, and you say in you can use the data as a long term for long term data to see that for a month ago my average weight was 100 kilos and a month later my average weight was 98. Even daily values are fluctuating, so then you see little bit trend where it is going, even it's going up and down all the time, but when you put one line together you see where the trend is going. So that's the only way how you can use scale. But if you it's not even necessary, because especially if you have emotions always like that, you are really disappointed when you see some number, or also if that makes you really happy that you see the number in a scale, because then it means that even you are happy. That I'm sure that everybody's who wouldn't be happy to see lower number on the scale, but then think about it when it's opposite, that you see a higher number on the scale if you feel really sad. So that's kind of that you're supposed to have kind of without emotions on scale, so that it doesn't matter, that it's normal how it's fluctuating, and then it's just giving you data what you're supposed to do, and feedback that if you are doing right things or not. So then how to track calories for those who I have my app. It's I gave you a chance to get my online membership for free, 2 weeks test drive all my workout programs. Today there's every month new workout programs. Every month, every week I will send some challenge, weekly challenge, workout challenge, that you stay motivated, and you can plan your workouts depending on your time, how much time. There are so many different plans, like I have 6 different programs plus some extra workouts. Every program have at least 3 different workouts, so at the moment there are almost 100 different workouts. But that's you can use also workouts, and for this challenge there is possibility to use that my nutrition app, and I share a little bit this I can't use my but I show you in a cell phone how it looks like. That it's a app where you can count your calories, if you can see it. And here, if you are tracking, you push plus and add whatever you have been eating. And the important point is that you search foods what you have been eating, and try to weight them, because it's not that in most of the tracking apps that you get the option what is like I have in my app is saying always portion, and but portion is it could be relevant for some cases if there is some for example yogurt could be that portion is 170 grams, what is correct. So just check those amounts that they are always accurate, because for example, if one of my client, it's just an example, had put some sausage, and sausage portion was 30 grams, and then I asked that if that portion, the 30 grams of sausage, that it's like 2 centimeters, this small piece, that if he eating only the piece of sausage or the whole one, and that's why the weight should be like 200 grams or 150 at least. So that is your job for tomorrow, to start tracking calories. And it's easy. If you go to my app, for example, there is a plus sign that you can you just push plus here, I'll show you, and there you can search different foods. What you have, let's say that I had some rice for lunch, and then I just write rice and add it when I have eaten it. It's just a breakfast snack or actually time, it doesn't even matter. It's just, it could help you to realize that why you have eat later on more, but in the end it's all about total calories. So once you have filled it out, what you have eat, how many grams you have eat, and try to be accurate of each product. So after you can see from my app, for example, you see how many percentage, how many calories you have left, where you have cut your carbs, which products have protein, which products have fats. So once you click, you see your goal. For example, for protein, you're supposed to eat 1.5 to 2.5 grams of protein per kilo body weight. So in a pounds, it's like a gram per pound. It's it's 2.2 grams per kilo, and that's actually pretty great. And especially here where I live in Südtirol, already 1.5 grams per kilo body weight, as we don't eat as much meat and we don't have a lot of fish here. So that's already great. And it's 1.5 grams is already great, and after that you can always adjust it. But those are the most important things, that you know your total calories, how many calories you are eating, and protein. Once you hit those two, they are the two important things, and actually how much carbs or fats you are eating, it really doesn't matter that much. So if you hit calories are the most important, and after that most important macronutrient is protein. So those two, make sure that you see how much protein you are eating. So for example, a person who is weighing 70 kilos supposed to eat at least 105 grams of protein. So ideally it would be 140, 150 grams of protein per day. So how then, if you are tracking now your food and you are seeing how much protein or how many calories you are eating. So I always recommend that when you are starting tracking, don't focus on making perfect plan and how to create what kind of plan you need to lose weight. So instead make a sustainable, or do just normal eating. Eat normally how your days are, and not focusing on eating perfectly, because that's not telling you the truth. So when you do at least 2 normal days, 1 weekend, so you have 3 days at least. That's always my recommendation, and there you will start to see that where those calories are coming, and then after that you have seen how your own habits are. You can start to adjust a little bit where to eat. You see breakfast, or you see your lunch, dinner, where do you have enough protein, how to plan meals, and those are like small things how you can improve all the time. So just but now for a start, we go tomorrow more deeper on meal plans and how to eat, and but just try to now before next session try to track at least a day, or even if you are watching the second video or listening this a bit later, do 3 days, track your calories, write it down, everything, try to be accurate as possible, and everything what you have been eating, you should weight your foods. So use some food scale, so you see everything what you are eating and drinking. Also, that is basically, it doesn't matter if you don't know, you don't want to write it down, take a picture, and after that you can always add it on when you are on toilet or something. So you have a time when you can write it down, everything, how much was it and what you have been eating. So you get kind of average or approximate what you have been eating. So there you can, that's a starting point. But that's for tomorrow. Please do it, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments or in a group. I'm here to help you, or write me a message. That's my goal, is to help you the way as much as I can. So more questions I have, better I can help you. Hopefully this helped a little bit. This is was fucking nervous for me also. I don't know if this was great. It was my first time doing this kind of speech, so hopefully let me know. I would love to have all kind of feedback, how I can improve, how I can explain you better. So every feedback, that would be awesome for me. And if you are starting to track calories, I try to teach you better. So let me know how I can improve, where you had some problems to understand. If I was too fast, too slow, please let me know. I would really appreciate it. It's my first teaching session, so hopefully to see you soon, and let me know if there's anything I can help you.